Suddenly I looked up in this completely clear sky and there was a brilliant point of light. Seriously brilliant, and I thought, geez, what the hell's that? So I went to my case, which I always carry, and normally, in those days at any rate, I had a movie camera and a still camera and binoculars. Did I have them on that day? No. But since my flat was only a few minutes away, I ran the remaining distance home and I flung open all the windows. I looked everywhere in the cloudless sky. Nothing. Whatever it was had gone. This was a brilliant point of light in the sky, stationary when I looked at it. And I knew it was something unusual. So, it had gone. I had no idea where, and I sort of forgot about it. But the next morning I got a call from a journalist from the Kentish Times. And he said, Mr. Good, are you aware of any UFO sightings in the Bromley, Sevenoaks area? And I said, no, but it's funny you should ask. And I related to him the events of the preceding day. And he said, well, there were about 40 witnesses at the Lovell building site, redevelopment site, the rebuilding of Orpington Hospital in Kent. This is northwest Kent, all these incidents took place. And they said they'd been passing round 20 power binoculars for quite a long time, nearly an hour, looking at an elongated triangular-shaped craft in the sky, which periodically emitted probes, as it were, and they shot off, and then they eventually regrouped and came back, and that went on, and then this craft would stay hovering in the same location for sometimes up to 20 minutes, and then it would shoot off in another direction, and then these other things would leave it. And I had observed this object at about, it's difficult to say, 75 degrees elevation, something like that. Anyway, I got home at 4:15. Now, this journalist, Peter McSherry, related this story to me, which he was going to put in the press, and we're going to see the articles in a moment. And he said, well, apparently this object disappeared at 4:15. Interesting. I'm sure they saw me coming. Anyway, let's have the first slide, please. Thank you. And on December the 18th, this story appeared. I think you can read it. The estimate of 10 miles up turned out to be grossly exaggerated, but it's very difficult to estimate the height of an object if you don't know what size it is. Next, please. What time did it leave? 4:15 p.m.